Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to learn about the area of a triangle. And before I get started, I want to note that this is part of the pre-calculus class. This is not part of elementary school. There's a completely different way of finding area of a triangle for elementary school that involves doing base times height divided by 2 or 1/2 base times height. That's not what we're doing today. Today we are going to be using this formula that the area is equal to 1/2 AB sine C, where A and B are the side lengths of the triangle, and C is the included angle in that. So let's dive in. Okay, so for this first one, looks like the values for A and B are 14 and 37 because those are the side lengths of the triangle. And then the included angle is 28. And keep in mind, this formula only works when it's the angle that's between them. And so if it were this angle here, for example, that would not give us an accurate answer. Or if it was this angle, for example, that also wouldn't give us an accurate answer, right? If we were going to do a different angle, we'd also have to choose different sides as well, right? Because the sides have to be included, the sides have to have that angle included between them. So since 28 is between the side lengths 14 and 37, it is the correct angle to use here. Okay, so the area here is going to be equal to 1/2 times 14 times 37 times sine 28. Then for my next step, I'm going to grab my calculator here, and I'm going to type in 14 times 37 divided by 2 to get 259. So then we're going to have 259 sine 28 degrees. Okay, and then we're just going to type that in our calculator. Okay. And make sure your calculator is in degree mode, otherwise it's not going to give you an accurate answer. Okay, I'm getting 121.59, rounding to the nearest decimal place, or the nearest two decimal places rather, in square units, like that. Okay, now let's try this next one. Same thing here. The area of this triangle is equal to 1/2 times AB times sine of C. Okay, so that's going to be 1/2 times 6 times 5 times sine of 112, which is equal to 15 sine 112, which if we grab our calculator, that is equal to 15 sine 112 is equal to about 13.91 square units when rounded to the nearest decimal place, or nearest two decimal places. All right, let's move on to part C. The area of a triangle is 1.7 square centimeters. A side length is 4, and an angle that's adjacent to the side length is 12 degrees. What is the length of the other adjacent side? Okay, so for this one, we again know that the area is equal to 1/2 AB sine of C. In this case, the area is 1.7, so I'll be subbing in 1.7 in place of the area. We know that one of the side lengths, so either A or B, doesn't really matter which, is 4. So we'll just say that B is the one we don't know, and we know A is 4. However, if you switch the two, that's totally fine as well. It doesn't actually matter which is which in this case. Then it says that an angle adjacent to the side length of 4 is 12. So therefore, C is 12 degrees. What is the length of the other adjacent side? The other adjacent side to that, the 12 degrees. And so that would be B, and that's what we're trying to solve for. So now we just have to solve this. So we're going to get then that 1.7 is equal to 2b sine 12 degrees. Then we can divide both sides by 2 sine 12. So we get that b is equal to 1.7 divided by 2 sine 12 degrees. And then I'm going to grab my calculator and type that in. 1.7 divided by 2 sine 12 is equal to about 4.09 when we round it to the nearest two decimal places. And that would just be in units. Actually, and in this case, they told us the units. They told us it was square centimeters for the area. So therefore, this would be in centimeters. And presumably this 4 is in centimeters as well. The question actually should have said, and it didn't. So my apologies for that. But yes, it's going to be 4.09 centimeters for the other adjacent side there. All right. Well, very good work, everyone. And we'll see you for the next one.